It's Star. Back at it again. Okay, but so we're gonna do the thingy that I was talking about on the last video. It's like giving shout outs and like just like a little tiny video about what's gonna happen in this one. But this is going to be about Epic the Musical, and it will be about Polites surviving and Heroicus dying. If you haven't watched Epic the Musical, go watch that first and then come back. And I apologize if I've got bad quality right now, and if I am gonna pronounce some words wrong because I can barely see out of here. Well, like, I can see, but... Okay, so the first saga was Stay All the Same, and the second saga, the first two songs would be Grid, and then the third song in the second saga would be Eurylochus dying instead of Polites, which, yeah. And then in Athena would still leave Odysseus because he would stab, the Cyclops in the eye. Luck Runs Out would not happen. And then they would still get the wind bag, but there are two paths where there would be Polites does not let Odysseus open the bag, which leads to death. And then Odysseus opens the bag anyway, which leads to more stuff, which would be they still go to Circe's. Polites will go to the castle with the crew, and then he wouldn't go in, and then Odysseus gets told about it, and instead of him, like, you know how like Eurylochus doesn't like want to go save the crew member, afraid of death and stuff. Yeah. So, me and my friend are thinking that he would want to save them because he's such a kind-hearted soul. And then, they would both meet Hermes and both get the flower. And then Odysseus would obviously eat his to, like, do all that Circe stuff. And then Polites would save his, for, like, later and things. They would still go to the underworld, saving, like, Odysseus would still talk to his dead mother. There would not be any guilt for the dead crew members. So, yeah, right? And then Eurylochus's instrument would play in the back, probably, because that's what Polites said and whatever. Or, like, you know what I mean. And then Suffering stays the same. Different Beast would kind of stay the same, except Polites would, like, oh my gosh, how do I put this? He'd want to hear the sirens out, and then, like, they would have to kill them and stuff. Oh gosh, where was I? Okay. And then Scylla would try to manipulate Odysseus into thinking that Polites opened the wind bag before, even though he didn't. So that happens, and then Polites gives him the saved flower to, like, get out or whatever, and they will not have any sacrifices since they wouldn't have to light the torches. And Munity and Thunderbringer would not happen anymore. Wisdom Saga would stay the same besides Love and Paradise and God Games, which doesn't happen. They still would meet Hermes again, get the wind bag, and then one of the songs would probably happen for, like, the second to last saga. And then, let's see. So you know how, like, Odysseus, like, almost dies and draws his final breath and stuff? Well, we're thinking since the wind bag is powerful, he will obviously have to let the other crew members die, but because he would still have, 39 crew members at least, or something like that, and he and Polites would both get up with the wind bag since it would be stronger. And we're thinking that Get in the Water would stay the same too, like, and then 600 Strike is when, Polites does the windbag stuff with Odysseus, and then Odysseus would still beat up Poseidon, And then in the next saga, the first 2 songs would stay the same since they're with Penelope. And then we're thinking that Odysseus would still do his rampage murdering stuff, but he would get Polites somewhere safe first. And then, oh gosh, I know I'm saying and then again, I'm so sorry. But Odysseus would stay the same, though, and then the 5th song, like in the last saga, would be Polites and Odysseus having a moment at first, and then he leaves to have the song play out as normal, like for the last song with Penelope and Odysseus, except the one part that would not happen is him singing the, oh gosh, what is it? It's like something to do, oh, yeah, it's, I just lost it. Oh, he, like, when he's saying that he murdered a lot of people and, like, left blood on every island. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't happen, because it would be different, and maybe it would, but we're thinking the song might play out as normal. But yeah, thanks for hearing Polites surviving and Eurylochus dying. So, yeah. We just did that when we were bored, and I give all credit to my best friend for helping me do this. Yeah. And I'm not saying their name because they told me they didn't want me to. So, yeah. But, so, if you see this, just show it to other people, and I hope you liked it, so.